hear the echo from the cave. Hello!
I don't know if you can see how deep it is in there. Possibly not. But we're just emerging.
There's a crab.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, down there.
Oh, I can't see it. Anyway, let's focus on you.
Look, it's moving.
Oh yeah,
Go underwater. So there you have it, the crab. Yeah, I want to talk about the journey, how difficult it is for men, because I hear a lot that just enjoy the journey, and it's always just do this, just do that, just forgive, just have gratitude. But living and loving the journey is a journey in itself. And my biggest tip, oh my gosh, hermit crabs, amazing.
Oh my God.
Having a fight.
Okay.
So much life.
Please don't attack my legs. I'm standing in the water with you.
Not next to you.
Okay.
Anyway, so the journey I learned is learning how to poison yourself with the truth, and how to enjoy your own devotion and light from removing yourself from self-control, from the control of, anything that's not love, essentially. And when you come out of control, you can just relax into your being and be happy about that. And that's part of the journey, because when you can relax into being present, in your body, feeling safe enough, like especially solitude, like here in the ocean, you can really start to appreciate who you are. And when you can anchor yourself and appreciate yourself in that energy, which often happens when you aren't around loads of people, you can start to understand who you truly are. And when you can understand who you truly are, you can learn to create from who you truly are. And you can defend and stand in who you are, so that you're not influenced by who other people are and who they want you to be. And that's really important for enjoying the journey, because for me personally, my journey has been, I found it really difficult to love the journey because my journey's been so big. And when something's so big, it means your heart has to be even bigger to receive that love. And for your heart to be bigger, you have to love yourself more. And in order to love yourself more, you have to purify yourself more. Because the more we allow our ego to take over, the more we essentially betray our own hearts. And that can be quite painful. And so what I did with Hazel, I started, there's a crab on my leg, I started, it's really distracting. I started loving myself by taking responsibility for my self-pity. And I went from self-pity to empathy, from empathy to compassion, and compassion to me is taking action of self-care first and foremost. I have to love myself first before I can love others. And when I did that, that's when I met Hazel, my twin flame. And we sat opposite each other every day for at least 1,000 days, at least 8 hours talking a day. I mean, I had a full-time job at the time, and I remember I would put myself in meetings with myself to show that I was busy, so that I could be on the call with Hazel doing the work. I remember I got back from where she was. I came back to London, and the next day I put myself in a meeting at 2 p.m. and we were speaking till 11 p.m. that night about consciousness, purification, and just expelling everything that we'd attached to. And that is the best part of the journey. The purification of the soul, as in allowing the soul to come out into the body, that to me was the favourite part of the journey, because going in, it can be scary, but it's also very fun. Coming out is even scarier, and because it means coming into life, and that's a lot of love.
Yeah. Oh, I like how you've done that just as we've come out of the cave, actually. Going in and then coming out of the cave, like super symbolic. Yeah, nature is such a powerful mirror to the journey. I just want to ask you a question. Why do you say the journey's been so big? What does that mean to you?
Well, think about the yellow brick road. For me, that's the best way of explaining the journey. Dorothy becomes the tornado. You know, her surname is Gale. She becomes the gale, and she ends up essentially taking a shamanic journey to wake up the masculine. First, the scarecrow, who is being hung out and left to dry, and he thinks he's an idiot, but he's actually just not in the system, and he can talk to crows. I mean, he's shamanic, he's a mage. Then she meets the Tin Man, who's become rusty because he hasn't learned how to move through his emotions, and, you know, is stuck in the industry of chopping down the lives of others. And then she meets the Lion, who pretends that he's all bravado, but he's actually scared of everything. And I went through all those archetypes, and Hazel was Dorothy, and she said, follow me, we're off to see the wizard. And the wizard was like the bad guy, you know, because the wizard is the representation of the overinflated ego, the masculine that takes it too far into the mind and the knowledge. And he almost ends up taking Dorothy away, but her guide, the black dog, Anubis, goes, no, jump out, get out, your stop's here, you stay here in the Emerald City of Love. And let's not forget the evil stepmother, the Wicked Witch. And that to me is a really incredible journey. And if you look at the journey, it's not about the destination, because what happens at the end of the destination begins another story. It's about the incredible story that you create in your journey. Meeting those wonderful people, meeting the Scarecrow, meeting the Munchkins, meeting the Fairy Godmother, the Lion, the Tin Man, even the flying monkeys. And you know, and then it's magical. The journey's enormous, and when you finish that old journey, you have to create your own one. And I think that's what scared me, because it's about living in the unknown. When a journey hasn't been created and you have to create your own journey, it's like putting one step in front of another on an invisible bridge, like in Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. You have to have complete faith, and to me that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That'll be
As
nice.
one journey ends, a new begins. Thank you for being on the journey with me.
Peace.